Hey guys, it's Mary and it's Monday. So we have another color cube card and the random generator. I don't know what was going on, but it picked a weird one for us this week. It picked greens, all shades of green. And white. We've got white, we've got green, we got Kelly green, we've got forest green, we got dark green, and then we got a black. And when I pulled it, it was like, what am I going to do with this? Then I realized and remembered that I had something in my stash that would work perfectly, and that is Meadow Burst Layering Stencils by Altenew. And it's all kinds of different shades of green. And in place of, they have like a plum color, we're going to do a white pip glaze for our white. So let's get to it. It's funny how, you know, some of the color cubes are like, it seems to be the same colors over and over, just different variations, and then all of a sudden, boom. All right, so 5 is our flowering layer, and that's going to be our paper glaze, so we're going to put that away. So technically we only have 4 colors, so we're going to do away with the black. I had pulled a rainforest, but if we've only, I thought we had more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I thought we had 6. So I pulled sprout, parsley, juniper, evergreen, and then I had pulled rainforest, but we're not going to need the rainforest. We don't have enough stencils because we're going to do the we only have 5 stencils, and we're going to do the white in the paste. So we're going to put our colors up here. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I spent the weekend doing a Hero Arts stamp along. So I cut my paper at 6 by 6, which is the same size as the stencils, because the stencil goes pretty wide. So I'm going to end up having to tape the stencil down, even though I'm using a grip mat. Clearly the stencil's not touching the grip mat. So anyway, I did the spring Hero Art stamp along, and it was fun. It was different. I learned some different techniques, which I'll share with you guys another time. And it's their 50th anniversary this year. So they've got a lot of special things coming down the road. They're going to have a special stamp along in July for their birthday. All right, so let's hope that's down good enough. Let me get something to, we're going to go from light to dark, so we are going to use the same brush since it's all greens. But let me get whatever's on this off. And then we're going to use a spatula with the paste. And whenever you're adding a layer of paste, you always want to make sure it's the last one that you do, no matter what stencil number you're going to do the paste with, because it's going to have to dry. All right, I think we're good. All right, so let's get our sprout open. I have the hardest time with these little ones. So there was 8 classes, 7 classes. It's all a blur to me now, see? Christina Warner taught a class. Some new guy that Ralph Tinsdale. I've never heard of him before, and he was fun. And then Jennifer McGuire did her usual, where she comes at the end and shows you all different kinds of things that you can do with the supplies. Okay. I'm thinking I just colored the registration marks. So, well, we won't have to put anything in there again. See what happens when I talk? All right, let's see how this looks. Get off of me. Well, there's our triangle for our gems. Poof. See? We got lemons, make lemonade. So, now you know what I did this weekend. What did you do? Yeah, this is interesting. All right. I see why they have those marks, because it doesn't quite line up, because it's kind of a free form. The weather here has been back to winter again. It truly does not know what it wants to do. The other, let's see, Wednesday it was 86 at the baseball game I was scoring for the high school. And then on Friday it was like 65. All right, so now we're gonna go in with parsley, which is a little bit darker. I fell in love with this when I saw it, you know, and because it was just so kind of simple and just pretty. All right, so there's our second layer. All right. My hands are still all inky from the weekend. It was Saturday and Sunday. Come on. All right. I have a Altenew one on the 4th of May. And I've seen some sneak peeks, and the cards are just going to be beautiful. All right, so now we're going to switch over to Juniper. Which is a little more darker. And I'm going to go in with a light hand with this just to see how dark this is. It's more of the bluish green, so we don't want to go too I don't want to go too dark. And as I said, that what happened? It went dark. But that's okay that if it goes dark right at the base. All right. I think we got it all. That's turning out really pretty. All right, this is our last ink layer. And this is going to be our evergreen, which is our very darkest. All right. So I'm using the Concord and 9th inks this time. I haven't used Pink Fresh for a while, and I think the next time we'll use some Pink Fresh. All right, I think I got everything. So let's take a look at what it looks like before we put the white flowers on. Oh, that is very pretty. All right, so let me make sure. Okay, so some of the white flowers are going to touch. Okay, so let me hit this because some of the white flowers are going to touch this, the ink. And so I want to make sure it's dry before I put that white on so it doesn't smear, even though it's just a little bit that will be covered. I don't want to ruin it. All right, sorry for the noise. It doesn't feel damp, so it should be okay. Okay. All right, so let me get my spatula out. Let me get the paste out. So I'm going to use a paper glaze. I used it this weekend for the first time, and it showed up really nice. So I'm hoping it will in this case also. So okay, so I've got a spatula and I've got a scraper because we don't want We don't want it on too thick. So let's try that. And then we're going to scrape. Make sure we fill in the holes. We're going to need, this is a big spot right here. Sorry about that. That was an alarm going off. All right. All right, let's I don't think we're going to be able to see this very well until it dries, but we know it's there. All right, let me put this back into the jar. And let me get a baby wipe. Let me get this off of here before it sticks to everything. You want to lift straight up. Oh, I don't know how well you can see them, but you can see them. Let me, I need to get this paste. When you're working with paste, you need to get it off your stencil right away, or it will dry on there. So let me get a clean baby wipe. Let me give that some time to dry. Let me get this cleaned off. I'm going to clean it with a baby wipe to get the majority of the paste off, and then I'm going to hit it with an alcohol and get the rest off until I can get it into the sink and wash it better. I don't have enough room to have a little tub of water for a stencil bath. Barely have enough room to work in. And I keep reorganizing, but you know how that goes. I find some room, and then before you know it, something has come in and taken over that space. All right, this is almost done. And then I'll show you closer so that you can, 2 more spritzes, there we go. All right, let me close this up. Working with paste is messy, so it's something that you just have to get used to. All right, so let's take a look Everything's got paste, including me. All right, so hopefully you can see the little flowers all over there, and a little group of flowers. And it gives just a little bit of dimension. So, but I think it turned out pretty. I like it. So hopefully you like it too. If you do, you can hit that like button. Let me get this over here. All right, so I think it came pretty close to the colors. Let me see. I've got messy fingers. So here's our. I think it turned out nice. All right, so that's it for this time. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. We seem to be picking up subscribers. And that's a wonderful thing. If you haven't subscribed and you're thinking about it, you can hit that subscribe button. And if you hit the bell, it'll send you a notification when there's a new video to watch. Also, the thumbs up is your like button. So it's always nice to know if people like videos. So that's the only way we know. Also, comments. Comments are important. I love reading them and responding. So if you have a comment, please leave it. Let me know what you think about this one. Let me know if you have this stencil. And if you have the color cubes. So, all right, so that's it. Oh, and the share button. Don't forget, you can easily share nowadays. So, all right, so this truly is it. All right, so that's it. Another one in the books. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.